What is happening, YouTube family? It is your boy B New coming at you in the PM this time. Decided to come at you in the PM and do a pregame analysis of tonight's marquee matchup in the NBA. As we all know, the Los Angeles Lakers have came back home from their long 7-game road trip of being out on the road and made it back home to the Staples Center. So tonight they look to take on the Denver Nuggets, who we all know this is going to be a rematch of the Western Conference Finals from last year. As we all know, the Denver Nuggets took care of the Clippers. And by the way, Clippers looking real good right now, even though they did lose to Brooklyn the other night, and y'all saw the video on my analysis on that. But nonetheless, Clippers looking real good last night. They won again last night. But anyway, back to the Nuggets. So the Nuggets, they looking real nice too. And to be honest, I really think that Jokic is in contention for that MVP. A lot of people want to say Luka. A lot of people want to say KD. A lot of people want to say LeBron. And then there are those people who want to say Jokic as well. So like there's murmurs of it, but I don't think he's just leading the way right now. But as far as what he's doing with his numbers, I would say most definitely, because really he's averaging more points than LeBron. He's averaging just as many as assists, and his team is winning. So let's just keep that in mind. Now, I think LeBron James does put his stamp on the game a little bit more than Jokic, but both of them are very valuable to their team, because you take LeBron off the Lakers, you know what's going to happen. But if you take Jokic off the Denver Nuggets, you know what's going to happen. And for Jokic to be such a big man, he's capable of just passing. Like, he passes the ball almost like a point guard. He doesn't handle it, of course, so he's not, and he can handle the ball, but of course he's not a ball handler, but he's a very capable passer in a lot of situations, even off the pick and roll. And he's capable of pick and pop as the shooter. He's capable of being a passer on it as well, and a 5-3 pick and roll as well. So it's just a lot of different things that the Denver Nuggets can do to you offensively. And I think the Lakers are going to be prepared for that tonight. And a lot of people think, just like if you think about it last year in the playoffs, you know, Dwight Howard didn't even really sniff any minutes in the playoffs. When did he sniff minutes? He didn't sniff minutes in the Houston series, and he barely got any minutes. Mind going blank right now. Who did the Lakers play in the first round? Oh, Portland. And he barely sniffed any minutes in Portland in the first round of that. But when it came time for them to play Denver, then Dwight Howard got a lot of minutes, because when you're taking on somebody such as Nikola Jokic, then you know you're going to have your hands full. And we all know what Murray is capable of doing as well. And Denver is a well-coached team, and they pretty balanced. But at the end of the day, I think the acquisition of Marc Gasol, like a lot of people are saying, get rid of Marc Gasol. I haven't been one of those people. But damn it, tonight, if he don't perform and do what he got brought here to do, then I'm going to be one of those people. And Lord knows, everybody know I got much love for Marc Gasol from his days with the Grizzlies. You understand what I'm saying? So my point is, Marc Gasol, he might not be the most athletic, but one thing Marc Gasol can do. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to it tonight when he guard Jokic, because it's not going to be Anthony Davis guard Jokic. It's going to be Marc Gasol. So what Marc Gasol is going to need to do is make sure he does not get into early foul trouble, because if he gets into early foul trouble, then that's going to force Anthony Davis to have to guard Jokic. Because I'm telling you right now, there's no way in hell. I love Montrezl Harrell. I love Montrezl Harrell. He's a hell of a six man of the year and everything like that. But he is incapable. He's not going to be able to guard Jokic. And we saw the game against Philly. He just got outsized and out-muscled. I mean, Joel Embiid is a physical specimen and a great force that he is, and a great offensive threat. So with that being said, Montrezl is coming off the bench, and his true position is really a power forward. So unfortunately, the Lakers only have one true center on their roster, being Marc Gasol. Last year, they had the luxury of having Dwight Howard off the bench coming in behind JaVale McGee, which Dwight Howard could have been very well the starter, but you had two true centers who were the starter. Now the Lakers only have one true center, and then, of course, Anthony Davis can move over to play the center. Of course, he doesn't like to do that a whole lot, and that's the reason why he lines up at the 4th spot. But anyway, so I want to see Marc Gasol get down in the trenches with Jokic today. And one thing I do like about Marc Gasol, I feel like him being a high IQ basketball player, I think he's capable of the passes that Jokic knows how to make. I think he knows how to close out and to call out plays on other defenders who's cutting, and he can call out to his teammates, especially in an environment when there's not a lot of fans. to make a lot of crowd noise. So I look for Marc Gasol to kind of anchor that defense and do what he does on the floor tonight. So I have faith in Marc Gasol. I'm going to see if he actually can go out and do the job. That's going to be very interesting to see. And of course, I want to see KCP step up his production. He's been kind of streaky lately. Caruso been doing this thing. I would like to see Caruso start to get some more minutes. But as far as I know, it's of course going to be KCP. And the Lakers going to look to go ahead and extend their win streak tonight. And even though the Clippers have been winning and Utah has been winning, the Lakers are in the 3 spot. So I know they're trying to stay in that win column so they can move up and get a better position for seeding. So it's going to be a very important game tonight, especially if it comes down to the tiebreakers later on. So I think that this is going to be a very good matchup to watch tonight. And you know, Denver just put it on Utah the other day. So I don't know if everybody saw that game. I think it was like on a Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. I watched most of the game, but to be honest, it wasn't much of a game. Now everybody got to realize Utah had won like 10 in a row. Or 10 out of their last 11 or something, and Utah is in first place in the West and actually had the best record in the NBA right now. So don't get it twisted. Utah is playing phenomenal basketball. I'm just saying, and Denver came out and spanked. I mean, put it on Utah. Utah never even really got into the game. So that right there just lets me know. But they won't be in the thin air up there in Denver. They will be in downtown LA as the Lakers take them on tonight. So everybody make sure you tune in. And after the game, I'll come back with some post analysis either this evening or tomorrow, just to jump into my thoughts for the game. So as always, peace and much love to everybody out there, and right on to the real, and much love to y'all haters. I love this ish.